Hi, this is Thomas Severinsen and showing you again how to use two trigger point balls to correct dysfunctions on your left and your right side of your spine. You're not going to go into the deepest part of it, but you can really help to just get more balance and avoid the issues in the tissues, the things that you can feel that are in your lower back, in your middle of your back, between your shoulder blades, up in your neck, and kind of targeting the cervical, thoracic, and lumbar part of our spine. So if you have one ball, doesn't work so good. You have to have two similar balls, and you can put the balls in a sock. You could get some other type of balls, but the cool thing with this sock is that these balls can also move more apart, like this, for example. And we're gonna tie a little knot on the end of the sock. So now we have a double trigger point ball that we can use through down the spine. So basically I have a little issue here, and that means that I'm just gonna put the ball kind of where I feel that I have an unbalance. And if you don't know that you have an unbalance, that's also very normal, because it's not so easy to see your own back. You don't see your back in the mirror unless some people just say, hey, you got like a funky shape of your back there. So then you have maybe some good friends that can let you know. But I had to just kind of investigate it and find it out. And it can take some time to get into this position. So use your upper back, lower butt to just kind of regulate, find out how you can place those balls exactly vertically correct to the spot, but also horizontally left and right. So you don't want to have one ball up and one ball down. You find it left and right equal. And it's really easy with the sock. And also the sock can help to stay more connected to the ground, or if it's a round ball, it can be slippery on the ground. So now I'm laying here and I'm just have to feel into it. Different to kind of record a video and do this self-therapy at the same time. But basically what I'm doing is feeling, because feeling is understanding, and sometimes we just lack a little bit. Feel what's going on in our lives. We don't have so much connection maybe with our emotional life, more maybe our mental life, our ideas, and how we like things to be. So basically I'm feeling in and trying to get really familiar with how I'm feeling on my left side and how I'm feeling on my right side. And there is definitely a difference, and probably for all human beings in some way there are always a little differences, but here I'm feeling like there is huger difference. I'm trying to map it out. So this is the whole point of doing self-trigger point therapy. Map out, so your brain get a map over your central nervous system, connecting wired together with the muscles, with the tendons, with the fascia, with everything. So the more you map out, the more clearer your map becomes. Oh wow, for example, I feel a little bit more stiffer on the upper left side compared to my lower left side of this maybe same area than my right. So now I kind of cleared my map a little further, and then I can also use my breath to feel a little deeper as my diaphragm kind of goes into the ribs, into the ball, and relax as you breathe out. Relaxation is so important because it helps you to kind of feel deeper. And the way that we actually feel the most deepest part of life is when we enter sleep, dream states, or deep transcendental meditations, or some type of aha experience that just comes from actually changing our brainwave states. So in those very faraway brainwave states like gamma, delta, also the lambic, epsilon waves. It's been not so much research on it, but also we see that, you know, you're in between where your subconscious and your conscious mind is, where your higher conscious and your normal conscious mind is. So we have access to a greater depth of feeling what's really going on in our life, really have access also to a greater depth of knowing how we design this character we portray out in our body, in our human form. So it's very interesting. But here again, breathing into it, and now I'm just kind of showing you how I'm kind of doing a session for myself. I'm relaxing a little bit deeper because I don't relax so much when I'm talking. But eventually it starts to even out. This left sensation and the right sensation, the up and down sensation, wherever the triggers are for you, you start to even out a little bit. And then I'm gonna go very slow motion up and down to just see if there is another kind of spot. Maybe I can also move my shoulder blades apart from each other by actually just raising my elbows up. See if something in the trapezius can be opened up. It can be maybe also connected to the lats. So movement is very encouraging, and I do that kind of intuitively, knowing how the myofascia connection with muscles are put together. And then coming kind of to an end, I can go down or I can go up. I went down now, and I felt also when I went down my spine, it's so much easier down my lumbar. And then a good way to kind of end it is just to, this is kind of a self-investigation. You're investigating parts of you. You can trigger up issues in your shoulders. You can trigger up issues in your neck, your sternum. You can open up your chest, your diaphragm, your hip, your everything. But after you have opened up and that you can feel this more open space, close your eyes and map out even further. Map out how it really feels. So you stay with that feeling, because if you kind of stay with what you feel and what you think and what you want and the whole spectrum of it, you can create more of it. That's how amazing also our mind and body works together. So right now I'm just feeling out. It's feeling better, it gives me appreciation, I'm grateful, and it's also a fantastic thing to do in the morning. In the first maybe hour, half an hour, maybe 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, just trigger up something, because we all have specific issues in our specific tissues, in our different bodies. We have different things to work on. And then you can lay on these things in the morning, listen to a podcast, listen to some guided affirmation about being grateful for a great day, or kind of just being silent, tuning out, lighting a candle, kind of taking your time to your time for yourself, because that is also really important. Okay, enough said. Have a great day. Namaste. See you soon.